guys, and welcome back. So today I thought I would do a Q&A video for you all because I haven't done one of these in ages, especially not on this channel. So it's going to be mainly beauty and fashion focused, with a few other little questions in there as well. I tweeted out earlier and put on Facebook asking for you guys to send me questions, and loads of you did, so thank you if you were one of those people. First of all, just to explain where I am as well, you're going to be like, where are you? You're not in your usual background. I'm actually in Las Vegas at the moment, which is so exciting. I can't even tell you about it. If you guys follow my daily vlogs, you might know about this already, but I got asked to come on a trip to Las Vegas with a company called Beautiful Destinations and the Bellagio. So I'm going to be here for the next 3 days, and if you guys want to see what I get up to, then head over to my vlog channel because I'm daily vlogging, so you can kind of see my trip to Vegas on there. Anyway, so getting into the Q&A, the first question is from Lucy Ann Pierce, and she asks, do you have any recommendations for a perfect perfume for summer? Perfume is so individual, but some of my favourite summer ones, I love the Britney Spears Island Fantasy for the summertime because it smells like coconut and it just smells like a summery cocktail. Really, really lovely. I also really like my current perfume that I just bought, which is the Erin Amber Musk, a little bit more expensive but really gorgeous. I adore the Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt because that is just a really gorgeous, beachy, fresh fragrance. And I also really like the Gucci Flora Glamorous, I think it's Glamorous Magnolia, it's the blue one. Anyway, that's really lovely and a bit more sweet but kind of sour at the same time. It's quite a sharp scent. I love that one. The next question is from Sophia A, and she asks, would you ever write a second book? Yes, I definitely would write a second book, and watch this space is all I can say on that front. I loved writing my first book, and another couple of questions I got were kind of how long did it take you to write the book and kind of what was the writing process and things like that. I did a vlog about the writing process, but to answer it quickly, it took me about 6 weeks to write from start to finish because I had a deadline, and I think for me that works better. A lot of people are like, wow, that's so short, but I don't know, it actually like gave me a real kick up the bum and was like, you know, you have to do it really quickly. Go, 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 basically. The next question comes from Abigail, and she asks, how do you plan outfits for a warm holiday? Need help, I'm really stuck. So I actually do have a section on this in my book actually about how to plan. What I tend to do when I'm going away is to lay everything out on the floor or on the bed or just any space that I have. Anything that I'm thinking of taking, I'll just throw it all together. Then I think about how many days I'm going to be there and how many outfits I need and work out what outfits I want to take based on that. But I also try and link them in so that I can reuse things. So say I have just a couple of pair of shoes that go with everything as opposed to having a different pair of shoes in a different bag for every outfit. So I try to make it kind of like a capsule wardrobe, so that I don't overpack. And yeah, in some instances like this time, if you guys watch my vlog, I'll probably show you the inside of my wardrobe. Now I bought way too many things with me. I'm here for 4 days, 3 nights, and I bought like 6 dresses because I was packing so last minute. I didn't have time to plan and I kind of didn't really know what we'd be doing, so I was like just throwing everything in. That's what not to do, that's for sure. The next question comes from Denali Fernando, and she asks, if you could use only one brand of makeup, which would you choose? This is a really hard question. It's one I get asked quite a lot as well. I think I would probably go for Chanel because I love their foundations more than anything else. I'm going to do one high end and one low end, or like one drugstore. Chanel would be my high end one because I love their bases, and I think that's one of the hardest things to get right. They do really good mascara as well, and they do nice blusher and bronzer too. Their eyeshadows aren't great, but they're okay, so I think yeah, I would go for Chanel for the high end. For the low end, that's super hard. I think I would probably go for L'Oreal, based on the fact that I really like some of their foundations and concealers again, because I love a lot of other brands like mascaras or whatever, but I don't necessarily like their bases, and I think the base is the hardest thing to get right. So the next question is one that is the most asked question, so I just wanted to do it. It's not about fashion and beauty, but so many people are asking, and I just wanted to tell you guys and get it off my chest. It's from Noor Sukri, and she asks, are you and Mike planning on having children maybe soon? I get asked this a lot ever since we got married. If any of you are married, you'll know that the #1 question you get asked after you get married is, when are you having kids? I do want children at some point in my life, but not for the next few years. So for those of you who ask constantly when I'm having a baby or if I'm pregnant, I'm not, and I'm not planning on being pregnant or having children for at least a couple of years. So between 2 and 4 years time from now is when I would ideally plan to have children. Obviously you can't plan exactly when you're going to have children, because you actually have to conceive them first. But yeah, I'm just really busy at the moment with YouTube, and also Mike and I are just really enjoying our lives as a couple together. And I'm only 26. I'm not necessarily running out of time, as it were. So yeah, I plan on having them around the age of 30, if not a little bit before, but at the moment, no, there are no plans to have children, so please calm down with the baby questions. The next question is from Amy, and she asks, what is the one beauty product you can't be without? And I have to say it would be mascara. It doesn't really matter on the type of mascara because I swap all the time, but if there's one thing that I'm leaving the house and I have like 1 minute to do something to make myself look better, it would always be mascara. Concealer closely follows it, because I think you can do a lot with concealer, but in a very short period of time. But mascara, just because I'm blonde especially, it just really helps to define my eyes. I also have really big eyes and my lashes are quite light, so it kind of ends up looking a little bit odd if I'm not wearing mascara, I think. The next question is from Jamie Levers, and she asks, serious question, how do you manage to stay so upbeat and confident all the time? And my response to this is to always remember, when you're watching YouTube videos, that you only see a very small glimpse of someone's day and of someone's life, and even of someone's personality. So yes, I am upbeat and confident all the time in my videos, because I'm not, well, sometimes I will show you if I'm having a bad day or if I'm feeling not very confident, but most of the time it's always a positive thing. So yes, I am an upbeat person and I am fairly confident, but I am not like the most confident person in the world. I have like, I'm pretty self-conscious about my figure and things like that, just like any normal girl is. And I'm not always that upbeat, actually. I would say I'm a fairly level-tempered person in general. Like, I don't get really overly excited on the outside about things. I tend to be like just, easygoing, as it were. But yeah, definitely, I think how to gain confidence and stay upbeat is all about the way you look at life. And you know what, for me, what has really helped is having Mike around. And it doesn't necessarily have to be your partner or your husband that is upbeat, but just somebody in your life that looks at things differently to you. So I'm a little bit of a pessimist sometimes, and Mike is a real optimist. Every time he sees something, he's like, but this is great, you need to look on the positive side, you need to, appreciate what you've got. And being with Mike has really taught me how to be more positive in my outlook to things and more open-minded in my outlook to things. When something doesn't go right and I'll think, oh no, the sky is falling, Mike's actually really been such a good influence on me in that sense, because he's made me realise that to appreciate the better things in life as opposed to focusing on the negatives. And I think that's the most important thing as well, when especially with confidence too, because a lot of people, I think, worry about confidence when they don't need to be worrying about it. And I think you look at how what you've got going for you in your life and how positive a lot of things in your life are. You just have to kind of try and focus on that and be thankful for the positive things. She did say a serious question. Okay, so the next question is from Chloe, and she asked, what's the best way to blow away drowsiness in the daytime other than caffeine? Seriously, I sleep way too much. Okay, so this is a problem for me as well. I get the afternoon snoozes, like big time. It gets to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'll be like, oh my god, I'm so tired. I usually do have a coffee and I do drink coffee. However, if you don't want to drink caffeine, I'd say the best ways for me to give myself an instant boost of energy, the first one would be a fresh green juice, because they are just packed with nutrients and they really just give you a boost of energy when you drink them, especially if you drink them on an empty stomach, if you haven't had lunch for like, whatever yet. So I would say just delicious things like ginger, celery, kale, spinach, anything that's like rich in nutrients and green and delicious and lovely. I put that in. I also really like cucumber in juices, because I think it's really refreshing and that kind of wakes me up, because it's a very clean, kind of bright, kind of taste to be bright. It's a very clean taste and it kind of, I don't know, it's very refreshing anyway. The other thing I would say is to get out and about and do some exercise or go for a walk or anything, just get moving. That's another way that I really wake myself up. And another thing as well is just to have a break. So if you're getting really sleepy and drowsy doing something, say if you're revising or if you're working, for me it's always editing in the afternoons, because I tend to film in the mornings and edit in the afternoons. I will just have a 5-minute break, go and do something else, stand up, walk away from it, and then come back, and it just helps to really revive you. So that is my answer for getting drowsy in the afternoons. I do suffer from it as well. So Jay asks, what is your favourite beauty product that you have ever used? And the question to this is Chanel Vita Lumiere Aqua Foundation. I know I've harped on about it over and over and over and over again for the last 4 years or so. It's freaking amazing, and if you guys haven't tried it, you need it in your life. The next question comes from Madeline, and she asks, hi Fleur, can you tell us your favourite websites for beauty and fashion shopping? So for fashion, I am obsessed with ASOS. I'm always on ASOS, and I love the fact it saves the things that you put in your basket so that you can come back later, you can just have a browse, and they have really, really good delivery as well, and they always have discount codes. So I love ASOS. I love browsing the outlet as well. I actually rarely ever buy anything from the outlet because it's like an outlet version of Net-a-Porter, so it's like an online outlet basically, but I love browsing on there. And for beauty, I love Feel Unique. You really cannot beat it. They have like every single product from every brand. They have just such a huge selection if you're looking for high-end, low-end, obscure brands. I love them. Really, really good, and again, they have really good free international delivery, so if you haven't checked out Feel Unique, I would definitely recommend them. And I also like Cult Beauty as well, which is a little bit more niche, but if you're looking for something that's hard to get hold of, like brands like Sunday Riley, NCLA, Hotel Cost, they have a few like obscure brands and lines that are hard to find, hence the name Cult Beauty. They are really, really awesome. They're my favourite places to shop online, really. So the last question for this video is from Facebook, and it's from Debasri Banerjee, and she asks, Fleur, could you tell me how you schedule filming your videos, travelling, blog, social media, etc.? You manage your time incredibly well. Okay, so the response to this is, it varies. Some months and some weeks I'm so organised and I'll have schedules laid out and I will have all my blogs pre-written and scheduled and everything. Other times I just run out of time and I end up, like I am today, filming in somewhere that is not normal. So I'm in my hotel room. So I think the best option really is to, you know, if you have time to plan ahead, really do plan ahead. But for me, it's more about being flexible, being able to film in different locations. Having my camera always with me always helps, because I just fill up any spare time that I have, I will fill up with work. So yeah, it can be tricky to kind of balance everything and traveling. The main thing that I struggle to manage with my time is spending time with my family and friends, because it tends to go like up and down. So at the moment I'm traveling loads and I'm rarely home, so I don't see them a lot, but I think I always make up for it when I'm home for a longer period of time, if that makes sense. So they're my tips. I always have a written diary as well, is my other tip, because I find sometimes if you keep a diary on your phone, you lose things and it's just not the best. I'm sorry about the lighting, by the way, the sun's just come out and it's really bright. So I always have a written diary and I always write everything down, and you know, my diary is such a mess. It's got crossings out, it's got this, that and the other, but I find if I have something visually laid out in front of me, I find it so much easier to schedule. And yeah, that's my kind of tip, and that's how I do organising anyway. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any recommendations for next week. I've got a Get Ready With Me video coming up on Friday, which I'm really excited about, that I filmed last week, and I hope you guys like that, and I will see you again soon. I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye! Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about new beauty products in June. I started the series last month and you guys seem to really like it, so here is the second monthly instalment. I'm talking about all different kinds of beauty bits and bobs that are new.